And welcome to round 6 of Waverley Open 1 softball action, coming to you from the Waverley Softball Association at Gels Park, I believe it's called. Tonight, my name is Anthony Weatherstone. I'll be your host all the way from South Australia for one night only. And I'm lucky enough to have Victorian superstar young gun Casey Smith from the Titans here to help me call the action. Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we're looking forward to a big game tonight of 1v2. So we've got the Lilydale Ejays, who are currently second on the ladder, up against the Syndals. Just the Cindel softball team, who are currently top, and they've got another team in the league as well. So first time these teams met was right back in round 1 on October 8th. And Syndal was good enough to get away with a 3-0 win over the Ejays. Since then, Syndal has not lost, and the EJ has not lost either. So both teams going really well.
Very good season from both teams, actually. Very strong pitching from both lineups, and some very strong bats in both lineups as well.
Yeah, all right. And obviously, weather lately, we've had some games where you had some cancellations and some reschedulings. We back in Adelaide have had the same, so it's making it a bit of a tough season. So every point that you can bank matters. So Coach Hutchinson just walking past us at the moment, and we're getting ready for some live softball action. So starting us off for Syndal will be the centre fielder, Stephanie Marsh. What can you tell us about her?
A very good bat you want leading off. Very solid, very calm in the box. Just a really good batter you'd like starting your lineup.
And ball one just low and a little bit inside. So Victorian Titan Nikki Martin on the mound tonight for the Ejays.
Definitely a tough matchup for any batter you've got this afternoon, sorry.
Just missed, just a little high there. She falls behind on the count 0-2. Big Gilly Shield in 2022. For the first time in 20 years, she led the Victorian Titans into that prelim game against South Australia. So a picture of real quality. Beats Marsh, commits her to swinging on the outside for a strike.
Yeah, Nikki had a very good tournament in the Gilly Shield, winning all-tournament pitcher. So very good thing for a Victorian.
Well, she went into the prelim final with an ERA of .73, which was effectively the best ERA of anybody at that tournament. And considering the workload that she had, it was an amazing performance. So
exactly, did a lot of pitching for us Titans. It was very good to have her in the lineup.
Marsh fouls that one off, getting jammed on the hands there, as Martin fights back and levels the count up at 2-2. Of course, in that particular game against Queensland in the morning, which she threw a no-hitter, you also chimed in with a little sacrifice there at the end to get Victoria across the line.
I did, yeah. It was my second game, I think that one was.
And as Lee would say back in South Australia, repeat of earlier message, jammed on the hands for another foul ball behind. So, and the count stays at 2-2. Looking forward to going back there in January.
Very excited. They've got some good grounds down there. Yeah. Hopefully the weather holds off.
Absolutely. Change of pace there as it's grounded out to third base. And the Ejays get the very important lead off as Marsh is retired with a 5-3.
Good throw there from Kiara. Plenty of time to spare on it. Nice heat on the throw.
Bringing to the plate, Alana Panza, the shortstop. Takes a fast strike just above the knees. Fouls it off, staying alive as no balls, 2 strikes, Martin in front of the count, so we're probably expecting not to see too much here. Close to the plate now.
No, won't be giving her too much.
Challenges are up high and gets her with a great pitch by Martin. who we did record at the Gillies Shield, hit 3 figures, so she's capable of throwing that ball up in the 101s, 102s. So great ball rotation, great spin, and just huge heart. She just kept on turning up and was super impressive.
Definitely. That rise ball is a very big strength of hers. Love to see it. Get me swinging all day long.
So Sarah Bills comes to the plate and gets jammed, grounding out to second base. Second base is, forgive me,
Brodie Hendy.
Brodie Hendy. So there we go. So that retires Syndal for the first innings. And no runs added, no base runners, as we get ready to see the Ejays take in offence. So the lineups will just go around the grounds. We'll go around the ground today. So defensively for the Ejays, for Syndal, I'll get a handle on this. So we've got Sarah Caddison she'll be pitching to Sarah Bills behind the plate. Is that right? Yep. So who we've just seen ground out there. So Kate Caldwell at first and Sarah Wickens at second base. Caitlin Ollie, who's the another Victorian Titan rep, at third base. Shortstop Alana Panza, who's also a Titan as well.
Just in 23s, actually, the both of them.
Just in 23s,
yep.
Right. And Bree Dawson out at left field, Stephanie Marsh at centre field, and that brings Ty Graham.
Ty
Graham. And she's also in the Victoria
in the 23s,
23s,
yes.
Wow. So very strong packed team.
Strong 2 teams, actually, from both of them. A lot of 23s and Titans. We've got Kate Caldwell at first in the Vic Titans.
Yep.
Also Sarah Beals behind the dish. And then we've got 23s players, Caitlin Ollie, Alana Panza and Ty Graham.
Yeah, awesome. So lots of young state talent on display tonight as we see Syndal 1 versus the Ejays 2 in Waverley Open 1. Round 6 action. Live here with Victorian superstar Casey Smith. So you were telling me before, Case, also spending a bit of time playing in the men's leagues.
Yeah, a little bit. Playing for the Peninsula Rays.
The brother dobbed you in on that one?
A little bit, yeah, but I'm glad he did. Learning a lot out there. These men's pitches are insane.
Yeah, that's they jump and hop a lot, don't they?
They definitely do. I reckon my hardest one was against Joel Goodall.
Yep.
Man, his rise ball, so much run on it.
Yep.
Started at my knees. I'm like, yeah, I can hit this. Ended up at my top of the zone. Could not get to it.
Happens to the best of us. So leading off for the Ejays is second base Brodie Henry.
Yeah, now Brodie Hendy, daughter of Ros Hendy, ex-Australian player here.
Took a big first cut, aggressive start. Takes that one, breaking inside, falls behind on the count, 2 strikes. Caddison mixes it up, doesn't give her anything to go with there for a ball. Good to see that the weather's holding here at the moment for this particular game. Poor little under-12 state teams running around in the rain today.
Oh, they're looking so sad in the rain.
And she fouls that one off.
Clouds are definitely looking a little dark over that side towards Diamond 1.
Yeah. So rest day for the under-12s tomorrow, and then they're back on Thursday, and I think from all accounts the weather's going to
be a little bit better, I think.
For sure. Another change-up by Caddison.
Honestly, I don't think the weather could be worse. I think three pieces of hail throughout the day was not great yesterday.
Yeah, well, it's no better in Adelaide. You can't blame me for bringing it with me. It was like that when we got here, so... Great piece of the ball by Hendy. And I think she took that on the line drive as a catch and just threw to first just to make sure.
Yeah, it looked like a catch to me. It didn't look like it touched the ground.
But good batting as she was behind in the count. We'll just see on the replay. No replay. So you just have to believe us when we tell you that it was a line drive catch. So brings to the plate Third base, Kiara Rigg. So plenty of Riggs on this lineup. So we've got the coach, we've got the catcher, we've got the third base player.
Yeah.
So
you've got the scorer as well.
Scorer as well.
Sue making an appearance.
Yeah.
Oh, that looked all right.
And here we go. Yeah, let's have a look at that one. And we just...
Oh, a bit of the fence.
Bit of the fence has made it tough. Trust us when we tell you that it was caught. So... And Rigg levels the count out, taking a ball.
Now, Kiara's another one of our Titans players in this lineup. Ejays are very strong in their Victorian lineup. They've got about 6 or 7 players, I think, in Victorian teams.
Yeah, right.
Including, I think, Tahuna and Lani, who are both in the under-16s. And 18s, I think, maybe. I think just 18s.
Yeah. Rigg takes a breaking ball on the outside there. Didn't go through. Just sitting with her hands back here, just looking to try and get the Ejays a start. Big cut.
Yeah, my apologies. Lani and Tahuna both under 16 state reps, only 14 and 15 years old. That is ridiculous playing an open one.
That is impressive. So
and Lani to be able to catch to a pitch like Nikki Martin, that's pretty special at this age.
Yeah. And a well-picked walk by Rigg. And the Ejays get an early base runner. And speaking of Kiara, we've now got Kiara Ryan Luke coming to the plate.
2 Kiaras back-to-back.
Yeah, this is... And I'm working really hard on the next name too, so I'm just making sure we get that right. So...
You'll get that.
Big break, and she's...
Oh, watch 3.
Looks like she was stealing. And she's got her around to second.
Oh.
As Sarah Bills just keeps her honest. So pass ball and advances Rigg to second. And the Ejays get an opportunity with 1 out and a runner in scoring position. Good piece of the ball. Just fouls it off, unfortunately, just hitting over the top.
Kiara Ryan Luke, another big batter. Even as a lefty, I reckon a nice hit down the right field line would definitely score Kiara here. Yeah,
right field very shallow here. Left field very shallow here for the lefty, as you would imagine, but batting in the 3 spot. Oh, what a great pitch by Catterson, in the sense that she's just frozen her on a change-up and makes it 2 out. Still, the Ejays runner in scoring position, and it brings to the plate 65, Kat Lamel. Oh my God, I still did it wrong. Oh my God.
That's okay.
Kat runs out to third base, and Cindel retire the Ejays. Oh my God, don't worry, people. I only rehearsed it 4 or 5 times beforehand, and I still got it wrong. So my apologies, Kat. I will get it right by the end of the night. Anyway, she got just caught on the inside there, ball on the handle, and good fielding by Syndal.
That replay just showing Kate Caldwell not being able to control the ball, but picking it up far before Kat gets to the base. So an easy out there for her.
So yeah, there was some aggressive bats there for the Ejays. They definitely look like they're up and about, wanting to square the series against Syndal at the moment. So the first game was quite tight. It's funny when you look at the ladder for both of these teams. The thing that's really surprising about Syndal is that they've hardly given up any runs for the season, whereas they obviously have one big blowout win against one of the teams. But yeah, defensively they've been really on. Their normal pitcher, who's...
Tanya Pukatapu.
I'm glad that you said that.
That's happy to help.
Yep. So obviously a previous Peter Eddebone winner back in 2019-2020. Mm-hmm. So obviously a player who's obviously spent some time in the Victorian rep team systems as well. So a gun. So both of these teams, you would imagine, at the pointy end of the season, are going to be around the place. So
yeah, Tanya definitely a strong pitcher. Her and Nikki were both matchups with the rise balls, I reckon.
So, speaking of Kate Caldwell, she leads off the second for Syndal.
Kate always looking so calm in the box, no matter the count. She looks like she's just ready to go at any pitch. Except that one.
Big kicking rise, out of control, hits the fence behind. So, takes us to 1-on-1 in the count. Martin probing that outside edge, throwing rockets here as there's some genuine heat. Hey, Jill Williams, good to hear from you. Good discipline batting as she takes another pitch high.
Big shout out to Therese. Don't feel like you've been dumped. You could have easily come here, Therese.
Absolutely, you have not. I can guarantee you that. Big cut by Caldwell. So this is the player that came down from New South Wales, is that right?
Yes, Kate has come from New South Wales.
Yep.
Yep, Therese knows a lot more about her than I do. That's all I can say, I think.
Where are you, Therese?
Where's the background?
Yeah.
Chime on in, give us a comment.
Gets caught up on the handle and the shortstop goes back and just over her head as Panzer tries to make a play. Oh, sorry, not Panzer. Sorry, my apologies. Hayley Glenn tries to make a play, the defensive flex. And Syndal returned the favour from the Ejays last innings as they get their first base runner on.
Bringing out the DR is Mickey Harris. Yep.
In the hoodie. Wow, what a shot up the middle as Harris makes it to 2 easily off that line drive, straight up the middle. Didn't even get a chance to say Bree Dawson was at the plate, but she has just gone bang.
Bree Dawson is such a strong batter here, especially using that synergy, I think it was.
Yeah, right.
Good bat to use, nice hard piece there.
Centre field very shallow, so now all of a sudden Syndal, runner in scoring position, brings to the plate Caitlin Ollie, who's a Victorian under-23 representative and one of their young guns in Victorian softball.
Ooh.
Martin jams her on that one as she falls behind in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. So in a situation like this, so none out. Oh, sorry, no, it's 1 out, isn't it? We had Caldwell retired.
Yep.
So runners at 1 and 2. And Ollie swings over. Martin bounces back with a great pitch and strikes her out for 2 out. Sarah Wickens, the second base for Syndal, comes to the plate. Runner still in scoring position. Martin just misses.
Good framing from Lani, that one, bringing it down a little bit.
Yeah, and young catcher too, right?
Yeah, 14, 15?
She's 14 or 15?
Yep.
Oh, what? I want to see a birth certificate.
You wouldn't think so. It's those rigged genes.
A great pitch by Martin there. Comes back and levels the count out at 1-1. Yes, in the under-12s, we've been seeing some people who are...
You wouldn't believe they're 12.
No, they're not 12.
No.
Oh,
knocked down by Nikki.
Recovers though. Oh, ball goes high and above. Syndal looking to score their first run, looking to score the second. And just like that, this game has started up with Syndal on the board first. Looking forward to the replay of that one. That'll happen very quickly as I was shuffling for player names.
A lot happened there.
Yeah, as Martin gets another reflex ball hit back at her. Knocked it to ground and then recovered. So we just saw her, just onto her glove side. But the throw was just a touch high for the first base. And Syndal capitalised in 2 out.
A good throw in by Tahuna, though.
Yeah, recovered really well in the field and limiting it to 2, forcing the batter to stop at second. So 43 is the pitcher, Caddison. Syndal 2 out with a runner at 2, now leading 2-0.
Caddison, a good batter you want in this situation, runner in scoring position. As a pitcher, I think a lot of our pitchers in Victoria can also hit. Caddison's a very good hitter.
Good cut, gets after it. Just a little bit of off pace there from Martin. Not a full change, just you could just see that she just dialed it back a little bit, and it was enough to offset the timing of Caddison there. The batter on deck, Ty
Marnie Graham, yeah.
Yeah, so dangerous player from all. Oh, another good cut, but Martin beats it just over the plate. Another dangerous player on deck, so Ejays only needing the batter here just to get out of the innings.
Ooh, nibble at the outside edge there. Caddison doesn't go for that.
Yeah,
good discipline.
Yeah, ask the question. This is great pitching by Martin.
I'm impressed. Good battle here.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's that rise ball there.
And she walks her opposite number, bringing Ty Graham to the plate. But now she's an infield play here, makes it easy with runners at 2 and 1 and 2 out. Rocket inside for strike 1. Yeah, Martin bouncing back here, throwing missiles. Well ahead in the count here. No balls, 2 strikes. Runners at 1 and 2, 2 out. Syndal lead 2-0. Ball hits the dirt, catches up quick, rig behind the plate, but the runners have advanced to 2 and 3. That's the thing that amazes me about Waverley, with the amount of rain that you've had in the last 2 days, and this ground's playable.
Exactly. We've got a lot of good groundskeepers here. Big shout out to Greg Brown, Rob Cunningham.
And Martin retires. That's 3. Yeah, sure.
Is that not 3 out?
Oh, I thought that was 3 out. Okay. I've missed an out. No, I've missed an out.
Didn't Caldwell get out?
Yeah, I thought Caldwell got out.
Oh, my apologies.
No, that was mine. I called that. That's my bad. Maybe you used 4 outs here in Victoria. I don't know. So
different format.
All right. So now we're at 2 out. And a foul ball as we go back to the top of the lineup. Just trying to gather ourselves here as I try and figure out what's happening. Steph Marsh comes back to the plate. So
runners to score here from Steph. Nice hit into outfield. I'm feeling a right centre hit in the alley.
Well, they have gone, both of the aggressive shots tonight have gone straight up the middle. So obviously we had that ball fall in just behind shortstop before, but the other aggressive line drives. Marsh well ahead of that one. Comes off the end of the bat. So Cindel still in the box seat here. Definitely 2 out now. Apologies to everybody.
Double check that one now.
Yeah. And she just falls into the hole as she just blocks at it, and it's gone into shallow right field. And Cindel's speed on the bases exposes that scoreline to 4-0. And in a heartbeat, Syndal all over the Ejays.
Definitely taking control of this game with their batting, Syndal is. That seemed just like a little bit of a blooper.
Yeah, it was just like a check swing. I think that was what I was wanting to go with, but
I think she was just leaning over that outside just to make a bit of contact.
Yeah.
Overran by Tahuna in outfield, but Brody Endy ended up picking it up.
So Panza, the shortstop, comes back to the plate. She was struck out in her first at-bat. Martin puts a little bit of extra speed on that particular pitch there and beats her for pace. She falls behind in the count, 1 strike. Well, far out. This has all happened in a second. Head still spinning, so we've had a couple of shots. Great pitch by Martin. Equally great cut by Panzer at the plate.
Oh, I'm being very aggressive here.
Yeah.
Two big swings.
Well, they didn't seem really aggressive in the first, and then the Ejays, when they came into their offence, they did look aggressive. And now Syndal seem to have picked up that bat and now run with it. So
good hold there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rig checks at one.
Good throw there.
But what they've done is they've made the most of those opportunities with that the ball over first base, just a touch high.
Definitely capitalise on those base runs that they have there.
And Panzer goes down swinging again as Martin needing some help from her offence, who have at the moment got a 0 next to the name. So as we go into the bottom of the second, it's Syndal 4, the Ejays 0.
I'd like to go back to my shout out with the groundskeepers as well, because
please do.
With all of the rain, even the hail, we've got Greg Brown, Rob Cunningham, and even Tobias Sadler was out on the tractor today getting this diamond ready for this game here.
That's awesome.
Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on all of them. Very good blokes.
Yes, we don't pay enough recognition to the volunteers that help our sport run. So big shout out to them, and they've had their work cut out too. Obviously, with all the little under 12s running around tearing the place up in the morning. Yesterday we only had 3 hailstorms, so
only 3.
Yeah, at one stage we were looking at I think it's back here on Diamond 4. I couldn't actually see the bases. There was that much hail on the field.
Yes.
So
yeah.
And the kids thought it was pretty cool. So, but as I said, rest day tomorrow. Give the grounds an opportunity to breathe and be ready for a big final series over the Thursday and Friday as the weather
hopefully recovers a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So here we go, bottom second, and now questions asked of the Ejays. Let's see how their offense reacts. At the plate, it's Tahuna, Rihanna, Luke. Ryan Luke.
That's okay.
Is that a... Oh,
That's
sorry.
a sister of Kiara Ryan Luke.
Okay, that looked like an A to me. I am so sorry.
I mean, could have been Rihanna.
No.
She could be Rihanna. Waits on the change up there.
And now I've lost my sheets. Okay, going beautifully here. So count 1-1.
Tahuna, definitely a big batter. I've seen a video of her in Perth in one of her under-14s nationals tournament, hitting it not only over the main fence but also the fence around the car park.
Oh wow, that's what we like.
That's a big hit as well.
That's exactly what we like. Takes another ball low, off speed there by Casterton. Caddison. And now I've lost the ability to speak. Yeah, we always love home runs that clear car parks. That's always...
At 13 years old, though, I think that's pretty impressive.
That is impressive. Big cut there, looking to go into the car park again, but this time just fouls it off as she takes the count to 3 balls, 2 strikes. Count's full.
Oh, takes that for a ball.
Yeah, thought about it for a sec too. So good batting, and the Ejays get exactly what they want, which is a base runner. Bringing to the plate the catcher, Lani Rigg, who you're trying to make me believe is 14.
She's 14.
Sure.
I mean, look at her dad on third base. He's a pretty tall guy. She's going to be pretty tall.
Yeah.
Saw them standing next to each other today. I think she's past his head, definitely. Think maybe give it 6 months and she'll be past his head.
So the Ejays got what they want. They've got a lead off on. Rigg just behind that, bounces the ball off the light tower and falls behind on the count, 2 strikes. No short ball here.
Like to give a quick shout out to Therese. I've opened my Snapchat seeing you want a shout out, so you're welcome.
Change up and ball hit the shortstop. Double play opportunity. and the blue umpire didn't come with us. So the lead runner is out with some good fielding at shortstop by Panzer, and a near double play executed. Bringing to the plate pitcher Nikki Martin. So you were talking before pitchers hitting. Didn't get to see her pitch too much, bat too much at Gillies. So
no, not usually at State.
But what about club? What's she like at club?
She loves to get in the box. I'm not sure I've seen too many hits, but she does come in clutch occasionally. So we'll see here.
Oh, short ball, and just fouls it off behind the plate. Is that the Eastern Ghost?
That is an Eastern Ghost. There's a lot of those in both lineups, I think.
Right.
Very popular bat.
Yeah.
I've got one myself.
Yeah. Yes, it seems to be the bat of choice. So Martin fouls off a bunt attempt there.
I'd like to flex that I also won my Ghost in an Eastern Facebook competition.
Wow.
So that was very fun. It's now dead.
Good watching by Martin. She takes a pitch low.
Good throw by Beals. Not quite in time, Liney getting back, but definitely a strong arm behind the dish there.
But you can see his first base player for Syndal has come right off. Change up by the pitcher. So where is Therese? That's the question. If she wants a shout out, why isn't she here?
I don't know. That's a really great question. I think she was working, but looks like she's at home now. So what's your excuse, Therese? She did comment work from home commentary.
Big cut by Martin on 2 strikes.
I reckon we could dial her in, get her on the phone.
Absolutely. Maybe she realised the weather. So the Ejays now at 2 out. Speed up rule for
Lani Rig.
Brings first base Ash
McInnes.
Ejays just haven't been able to get that lead-off runner off of first. Obviously they hit into a double at the start, but they were able to break that up. Looking for a 2-out rally here. Ground ball over to third base and makes a routine 5-3 as Caitlin Ollie makes it look simple.
Comes across in front of shortstop, but that was definitely her ball.
Yeah.
Made it very easy.
Yeah, great attack on the ball there, and Cindel gets exactly what it wants, which is a quick innings, even though Ejays did get a couple of runners up to the base. Now, speaking before with some of the amazing kitchen staff here at Waverley, who have been feeding the thousands that have been here for the under-12s. The rumour I hear, I don't know if it's official or not, so maybe I'm talking out of turn, but the Easter Classic, it's back.
I do hear that, yes. I'm hearing Masters, I'm hearing Open Age Group and Juniors.
Wow. So everybody, I would suggest if you get an opportunity, get to the Waverley Facebook page and make sure you know what's happening as it gets announced, because if you haven't been to Waverley on a softball trip, then softball. It's at the end of the regular season, it's the end of nationals, and it's a genuine time to come and actually just have some fun in a great place to play softball.
It's a good fun competition, Easter. It's always in good spirits. Everyone's playing competitively, but at the end of the day, it's all in good fun.
Masters, Open, Juniors, far out.
It's going to be a lot of diamonds.
Yes, that ground crew are going to be real busy.
Bringing out those grass ones over there on 12.
Yeah. And leading off for Syndal to right field, and I didn't get in time to say that Sarah Beals, the catcher, is at the plate. The dangerous bat as Syndal tries to keep the aggression and trying to keep the pressure on.
Lots of cheering for Kate I'm hearing at the moment.
Popular, very popular. And this brings first base player Kate Caldwell back to the plate, who we didn't know what happened to her in her first at bat. she just vanished off of our score sheets.
I know.
We don't know if she made it or didn't
there.
make it. Her out didn't count. But she's gone to the right field with that one. She's gone over right field as she turns inside as she gets to second, as she's now rounding towards third. Coach Hutchinson sends, and she's just been tagged, just slight coming into the base. So aggressive batting and aggressive base running, but great work by the Ejays in the field as they've been able to make it a relay throw and make an aggressive play all the way over at third base. So we've just seen here on the replay, the shortstop throw in the dirt, but third base does a great job of recovering that ball and then making sure of that tag. So
that was definitely a good call there from the umpire, right in the perfect spot there to see the tag.
Yeah, I thought for a moment she was going to be safe there. So
looked like a good hook slide. I didn't see the tag from where I was standing.
Bree Dawson, the left fielder, comes to the plate for Syndal. Takes a pitch high. So just trying to Kiara Rigg, the player that batted, the one that got him from before.
Yeah.
That was a great play by her. Martin just probing the outside edge. But Rigg, that was the throw as it came in from the cut. She's had to pick that up off of one hop and then make the tag to Caldwell running at full speed into the base. So great play by her. Martin gets that edge this time.
I think Bree looking for another nice hard hit up the middle like her last one, just to get on base again. Ooh.
Good pace from Martin as the batter fouls that off. Dawson. High up there, and you can see the runner has putting some pressure on as Cindel just keep coming with the pressure. I can assure you, Therese, I can only mess this up once, so we want you back on the mic ASAP. Coming to the plate now is Caitlin Ollie.
Oh, and a throw from Lani Rigg, just missing the glove of Ash.
Tries to keep her honest, ball goes behind, and will have picked up a base for free here, which now puts her in a situation where the dangerous Caitlin Ollie now at the plate has a runner in scoring position, looking to swap places with the runner to try and extend Cindel's 4-0 lead. Martin challenges her, up high in the zone. Ollie goes after it. Count 1-1.
Ooh.
Gets her again, and again my ability to count between 2, 3 and 4 is obviously lost from me, as it was 2 strikes, and great pitching by Martin as she gets her on the up ball, retiring Cindel. So 4-0 as we go in now to the bottom of the third. Can't be bottom of the second, surely.
Bottom of the third. No.
Bottom of the third. You can see that Coach Higgs here has pulled the team aside, just having a bit of a chat, just trying to sort of talk about what he's seen that's happened over the first couple of innings there, trying to give the players some feedback on their swings and what they can do offensively to put the pressure back on Cindel, which is currently just doing as they wish there.
They're really looking calm, just controlling this game.
So, Casey, tell us about your prep, so 23s and open.
Yeah, currently we're all trained together in a big academy.
Yep.
I think Mark likes to call it the Titans Academy, but not 100% sure about that. Yeah, it's good. It's a big squad. We all train together, so it's really beneficial for the younger players getting to train alongside, like the big names like Sarah Beals, Kat Lammel. Got to run out of names. Nikki Martin, just all the older experienced players. It's really helpful for these younger 23s.
That's awesome. So, wow, And so the Ejays, April Glenn, who is their centre fielder, goes to the plate and doesn't get all of what was a line drive. And
I think it was a change-up, definitely a bit
just
bit
sat there. She sort of followed it through. She's got a bit high on the barrel there, but a good take there by Ollie at third. So back to the top of the lineup, Brodie Hendy, who swung at the first strike that she got tonight. And she's back in there again, trying to be the spark that the Ejays need. But Caddison has been super impressive tonight. Good mix of pace and spots, been in real control. Made it very hard for EJ to get settled at any time.
Definitely a real impressive pitcher. I know I struggle when I come up against her.
Asking the question, some great framing there by Beals, asking the question of the umpire behind the plate. Seems both teams have got a little bit of a plan for each other. They're sort of both looking for different things, so good batting by Hendy, taking the count now deep at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Caddison definitely tickling around the zone.
Yeah.
Went a little bit high, a little bit low. I think that one might have been inside there.
Expecting something fast here.
Yeah. There you go.
And beats her for pace as Hendy swings over the top, bringing Kiara Rigg to the plate, who made a super impressive play at third in the last innings to tag out Coldwell's triple. Now she finds herself at the plate with 2 out, nobody on, looking to start the Ejays up in a rally. Two balls. So is it just me, or is left field normally that shallow and right field normally that deep, or is my eyesight completely lost?
No, you're definitely right. Brie Dawson is pretty short.
Is Rigg a known right ball hitter, right side hitter? And question answered as she flies the ball out to right field, and coming charging in from the outfield is Tihuna.
Ty Graham.
Ty Graham, and she's made a great effort to get there, but the ball's fallen just in front of her. So my question got answered.
Yeah, answered it yourself.
Yeah,
actually.
I was about to say, yeah.
Right side hitter, hits to the right side.
So Rigg reaches base for the second time tonight.
Runner
and
goes.
Gone, 2 out, hit and run situation here as Coach Riggs tries to force some aggression into the plate, but Caddison good enough with the pitch there. So 4-0, and we're halfway through tonight's game. So what do you think, Cindel, the Coach Hutchinson's telling his troops here? It's 4-0 up. Martin's sort of throwing hard, but they've been able to make the most of their opportunities. What's the message here?
I think he's probably just saying keep the energy going. They're currently dominating this game by quite a bit. Like 4 runs even by the second was just pretty impressive. I reckon he's just going to say just keep it going, keep the bats hot, keep the talk up. That's about it, I think.
And what about the Ejays here defensively? So Martin, she's probably only had 2 real hard shots at her, both of them up the middle, ironically. But most of the rest of the night she's making it hard for him. But Cindel's been impressive on their base running. They're a lot faster than the scouting report that I read.
Definitely a quick team. Definitely quick around the bases. I think she's just going to try to keep it to just ground balls and pop-ups, make it easy for her team, let them back her up.
Yeah, right. So Cindel's last premiership was back in season 2017-2018, and obviously they were runners-up 2 years ago to you. When you won 2021?
That was a great season.
Martin throws a opening strike to something that's not seen a lot of, which is a 3-digit number, 139, as Sarah Wickens, the second base for Syndal, takes a missile high.
Yeah, there's a lot of 3-number players in the Syndal Storm team.
Right.
I think just trying to differentiate between the Syndal team and Syndal Storm.
Is there, so the connection between the two is like, it's just they've got enough players in their team to have two teams in Open 1, or?
I'm not totally sure. I know Syndal Storm's definitely new in Open 1 this season. And I think it's quite a combination between some Frankston players, because there's a Frankston team called Storm.
Right. Okay.
So there's quite a few players there mixed with Syndal. I guess they've just come under the banner of Syndal.
Yeah, nice. So some good disciplined batting here at the moment. And rewarded with a lead-off walk for Wickens. So brings the pitcher Sarah Caddison to the plate, having a good night on the mound, looking to put some pressure back on the Ejays. Big swing cut.
Big swing. When that connects, that is going.
Yeah. Martin definitely knew that. Breaking ball there for early strike. See, to me, the Ejays, that field now looks a bit more traditional than what the other one was.
Yeah, all pretty even, I think.
Yeah. Maybe it's just right field. Maybe there's a very good chance it's my eyesight.
No, you're right. You're right.
She's definitely shallower and she's definitely deeper. Not enough, but Caddison looks like she could launch this ball.
I've seen her do it before.
Yeah.
She definitely can.
She fouls that one off as Martin gets ahead in the count here.
Now, I believe Caddison's actually an ex-Queensland state player. He's moved to Victoria.
And there's that ball we were just talking about being launched. It's all the way back to the fence. It's bounced off the fence. First runner goes through and scores to extend the lead. And now Caddison, who was safely at second on the throw to the plate, comes over to third. So a stand-up double from the pitcher, Caddison, with one bounce off the fence. Looking forward to the replay there. She's gone high and deep.
Yeah, hit the fence on the full, actually.
Yeah, right. And in through the relay. And good base running by Wickens, as Cindel extend their lead to 5-0.
I think I definitely hyped up Caddison enough before she hit that. I was definitely right about it.
Yeah. Well, I think she owes you a coffee or something now. So
coffee? Strong coffee?
Strong coffee? Yeah, absolutely. It's a family channel. So at the plate now we have Ty Graham, who is the right fielder. Made a great effort last innings to try and retire Rig. She finds herself at the plate. It's none out as she check swings the ball high and outside. Unfortunately for her, for a strike, but she stays alive. But she's got a runner at 3 as Caddison is there, and still none out. So Ejays under pressure. Martin throws another rocket, and you can hear it slap into the catcher's glove. Just misses. And that one faster, but outside.
I've just opened the live stream to see a buff. It's been flooded by Therese. We told her she could come. She said you need to book through my agent.
Ooh, wow. Just leave your number with our people and we'll get back to you. Graham fouls that one off. Martin seeming like she's throwing harder and harder here as this game goes on.
Oh, we've had a correction here. So Kate Caldwell got on base and then had the DR come and run for her, and the DR scored. That makes sense.
Thank you very much.
That makes so much sense.
And another kicking rise there by Martin. And Graham continues to follow it and fouls it off. Yes, I need all the correcting I can get tonight. If you could see my workplace at the moment, it's just littered with hand notes and I'm going back and forth. But it's all great fun. Just keeps asking the question high, but what an impressive at-bat by Graham as she stays off that high one again and gets herself a 1-3 split now with none out.
I won't be surprised to see a steal or even a delayed steal here. See what young Lani Rigg will do here.
See what Cindel are going to do here. Back to the top of the lineup. It's the centre fielder, Stephanie Marsh. Sorry, we're just taking some live feedback as we're going here. So runners 1 and 3, none out, 1 strike on the batter, top of the lineup. Marsh grounds out over to second base. Ejays make sure of it as second base player Brody Hendy makes sure of the out, but not before Catterson has scored from third, extending Cindel's lead out to 6-0. And Cindel find themselves now 1 out, runner at 2. And Alana Panza at the plate. Looked likely both times so far tonight, but Martin's got it both times. Fouls that one off high on the bat. Panza's due, considering the amount of cuts that she's had tonight. But
she's had a lot.
But Martin's been good enough to get her both times, so it'll be interesting. Third time round, runner in scoring position, 1 out. And it's
through the legs of Hendy.
So the runner from second's going to score. Panza as it comes racing in, and she's made it a stand-up triple. Panza continues to put the pressure on as Syndal take a 7-0 lead.
She is quick. She was at second by the time the field.
So important at bat. Patterson and Graham, as the bottom order has let the top order now come back as somebody else who's probably due, Sarah Beals, who's threatened all night.
I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it in my bones. She's even got a ghost out just to give her an extra bit of power. Oh, what a swing.
She was definitely keen on seeing if she could hit that ball back to South Australia.
With that come back at us behind her.
That was a big cut. Grounds out to second. Hendy this time stays low, but not before another run scores as Panza, rewarded for her stand-up triple, scores as Syndal go 8-0 up over Ejays.
That's crazy.
It is. As I said tonight, they've played once before. It was a close game, but Syndal's just done a great job in to low scores, but their offense has just gone bang. Caldwell back to the plate. This time we're going to make sure we keep an eye on that DR, so thank you for the shout out earlier before.
Another comment from Therese, I think my favourite commenter at the moment. Syndal batting up a storm, someone check the radar.
Yeah, definitely here on the weekend. I think we need another fast pitch by Martin in. Caldwell stays off. She hasn't been able to get the reward, Martin, tonight for some of the pitches, and whether or not that's just put her behind in the count. She just seems to be throwing really well, but just not getting the edges.
Even that looked pretty good from here. Bit outside. Just from where we are, we can only see height really from this angle here.
Well, with all the pace, we've obviously had the 2 shots through Hendy, who's now committed to more defending the middle of the diamond.
Yeah.
It's a massive hole between first base and second base player at the moment, which you can see right field in. So really defending the centre of the field. But Martin's pace is forcing. Nobody's really turned on her yet.
Exactly. She's throwing gas at the moment. Oh, shot.
Caldwell, ball just over shortstop again, high on the bat, doesn't get all of it. But Cindal's bats are alight as Caldwell reaches, and here comes that DR. Onto you this time.
We're looking.
Yeah.
We've noticed.
It was the hoodie.
We mentioned that she was in the hoodie.
It was the hoodie. That's what gave it away. So Syndal, just keep the pressure going. Have they got a relieving pitcher, or is it just going to sort of Martin's the ace? We're just going to roll.
It's usually Martin for the ace. I think they've got Tahuna can roll over. Kiara, sorry, can roll over. I think that's it, really. Kiara can definitely come in at some point. Not sure.
Martin asking the question high of left fielder Bree Dawson, who's also reached before on a walk.
Bree with a good bat here. Yeah, I don't see what's wrong with that.
An interesting tape for Martin to dissect afterwards.
She's looking a bit unsettled in the middle there. Not being rewarded for those pitches that she's working really hard on.
Beaten for pace. Dawson fouls that ball off down the right field line.
I think Nikki's just going to try and get it in the zone, just force these hits now. I don't think she's happy with the zone that she's getting, so I think she's just going to try and get some ground balls, pop flies, just make the field do what they need to do here. Well,
other than the one play that Hendy had go through, the field's been pretty good. Like, the transition on the play that Rick made, like the innings before.
Yeah, there's been some good relay. Oh. Mark just calling time, coming out to talk to his pitcher.
So it's been an interesting night by that count for sure. Like, it's hard to see from where we are in the, I was going to say the comfy, air-conditioned, warm commentary box that we're in case, but it's obviously it's a table just to the left of the diamond.
Exactly. I like Teresa's little work from home comment.
Yes.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you can just see Nikki on there, just not looking happy with that pitch there.
No, and there's not much Coach Riz can say here at 8-0, unfortunately, that's going to be able to help a great deal.
Yeah.
I think he's definitely just trying to diffuse the team.
You can see some smiles from Nikki.
Just trying to keep them. Yeah. Sometimes when you go out here, you just got to give the players a bit of a conversation just to sort of loosen it up a little. Also gives you an opportunity, if you stay out there long enough, that you get the blue umpire to come out and you can have a bit of a chat without getting charged for it. So just asking the question of blue at the moment, which is fair enough. But what the Ejays do need to do next innings is they need their bats to start returning some of these favours, because
they need it.
They definitely need it. So we find ourselves here, 2-2. Ground out, shortstop, and a good play. 6-3, retires Syndal, and that was a good play by, if the wind would stop knocking.
Hayley Glenn.
Hayley Glenn.
I didn't even have to check that one.
No, that's all right. If the wind would stop knocking these things around.
That's right. Perks of being from here. I think I know most of these guys pretty well.
Well, I did do some research and yeah, but it's one of those things when you get to the ballpark and you see it, it's a little bit different. So we find ourselves now bottom 4, Ejays desperately needing some base runners to put some pressure back on. So can we try and say this? I really want to try and say this. So tonight, down at Waverley Softball, had a bit of a chat to the City of Monash today, just saying that we've been actually playing on the Wurundjeri, that's right. Yep, Warranong and Bunurong people.
Yep.
Of the Kulin Nation. So coming from their beautiful lands here and the beautiful Waverley Softball Association. As there, you can see, just a great setup. Just love these diamonds. It's a great place to play. Looking forward to seeing the get off the outside diamonds where there's been no protection, but it's all good. So, 65 comes to the plate, leading off the fourth. Kat Lamel.
Yeah, you got it.
I did. Is that right?
Yeah, good work.
See, there you go, Kat. I promised that I was going to do it, and I was going to do it better. And thank you, Casey, for walking me into that, because I needed that pause. So.
I was just waiting for it there. You took a second.
Big swing high in the zone, fouls off over the first base bench of Syndal.
Just been playing with Kat for years. I'm originally from Frankston, and so is Kat, so she's been my coach since I was in under 12s.
Yeah,
so
right.
I spent a lot of time with her, and just listening to on live stream, everyone calling her Lamel, I think it is, and she's just like, that's just not my name.
Yeah. Takes another pitch high in the zone.
Laying off the high ones, everyone's giving her a big cheer for that.
Yep.
Sometimes she chases them, I know for a fact.
Ejays needing a base runner, needing a spark. Oh, wow.
Knocked down by Ollie.
Yeah, what a line drop. Safe. What a great piece of fielding by the third base player for Cindel. An absolute rocket lined by Kate all the way over to third. Knocks it down. Clean glove.
Look at that replay.
Yeah.
What a swing there. Beating it out.
And then just as the ball came in, the ball was just a little up the first base line and enabled the error.
We've got DR Paige Morrison on for Kat. And actually a fun fact, you said she hit a rocket. She actually plays cricket and her nickname is Rocket.
No way.
Yep.
I said I did research. I didn't do that much research. Contacting the City of Monash today was as much as I did, so in that regard.
Fun little fact for you.
Yeah, no, that's very good. I appreciate that. So, all of a sudden, Ejays up and about, the bench all standing, and the hitter fouls it off.
You can definitely feel a different vibe for you from the bench. We're obviously next to the Ejays bench here, and everyone's a bit up and about, bit of chatter.
Yeah, no, they're not giving it away, but they're running out of time in this game to avoid the
mercy rule. Yeah.
The mercy rule walk-off in the fifth, so they've got to get a move on. So Tahuna Rind Luke, who's the right fielder.
Another fun fact for you, actually, Tahuna and Kiara are both daughters of the former New Zealand White Sox pitcher Lisa Rind.
Yeah, right. And unfortunately, it goes down to a great change-up by Caddison, who is just in command on the mound, doing a great job there, completely offsetting the hitting. Lani Rigg, the young catcher. So Ejays one out, runner at first. And the young Rigg swings on an early strike. Fouls that one off just high in the handle, just to stay alive.
Back to the Ryan Luke sisters, I did mention that Kiara pitched before, but I didn't mention that Tahuna actually catches. So two sisters only, I think, 2 or 3 years apart, and one's a pitcher, one's a catcher. That would make training at home pretty interesting, especially with a mum that pitches at the level that she did. That's
yeah,
cool.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, that ball's bounce heavy. Oh, that ball's bounce heavy. Double play opportunity. Again, lots to unpack. That all happened very quick. Hard shot by Rigg into the ground. Bounces over the catcher. Shortstop in second base, already in the middle, was able to make the play real quick, but was enough to get up the first line and break the double up.
Good pickup and stretch from Caldwell there. I think just not in time. Nothing more she could do there.
So if anybody deserves to hit the ball long tonight, it's Nikki Martin. She can take out some of that frustration on the ball here.
Definitely. I think we're going to see some big hacks here. But at good pitches, I think she's going to be tough for those zones. She knows exactly what's being called and what isn't. There we go.
Good pitch by Caddison. Good swing by Martin. Ejays just need the ball to go left or right of one of these fielders. They've just, this left side of Cindal's lineup defence has just been outstanding.
Ooh. High out there, just over the fence.
Yeah, you can definitely see she's standing tall. She's tense. She's looking to unload on the ball here. So change up incoming.
I think you're probably right there.
Oh. High and fast in the zone.
What a hard throw. Beals behind the plate is so scary. I remember coming up against her the first time at our Peter Eddibone Cup that we had the Invitational.
Yep.
And opposite teams, I think I was on third base. She even just came and looked at me and I dove back to the base. I was so scared.
There's the change up, but it's low. What I love though, the fact is that Bill's thrown missiles 8-0 up just to keep the runner in check.
Exactly, you're never too far up, I don't think. Haven't seen a pick off yet, so I think she's just trying to turn on a highlight for us.
Yeah, that's how you get on the highlight reel. Martin, there it is.
Hit.
Up the middle. She returns the favour that's happened to her tonight and gets a much needed release. Rockets up the centre field.
Oh, given a little bit hands up in the air, she wants a runner, I think.
And Martin's taking the opportunity. Somebody else do the running for her. But the Ejays all of a sudden now, with one out as the fast rig replaces her, have runners at 1 and 2. And
I think it must be 2 out actually, because that's a pitcher runner there. Because Kiara's third baseman.
I apologise, it's 2. I was following the TV there.
Yeah.
Takes a high pitch there. Ash McKinney's? Am I just making words up now? McInnes, yep. The first base player. Opportunity.
Now this is actually Ash's first year back into softball after having her son.
Hits a high ball, well taken in the swirling wind here at Waverley at second base. As Syndal do a good job of stopping the momentum that EJ was just currently creating there. As we go into the 5th, it's getting serious now. So EJs desperately need a 3 up, 3 down, and Syndal need one more opportunity to be able to get some base runners. So looking forward to 23s. That's less than a month away.
Yeah,
Can you believe that?
3 weeks coming up. That's
for Victoria looking good.
We're looking pretty strong, I think. I'm a bit biased, I have to say.
Well, I'd hope so. I'd absolutely hope so. And then, of course, preliminary finalists in the Open Women's for the Gillies.
Yep.
So you're back there in January. So you're going to come back for Christmas at home and then go back again?
Yeah, so we're flying in and out as a team for both. So I think we're leaving on the 12th, I want to say, for 23s. Playing that tournament, flying back out on the 19th, I think. Don't trust me on that. I haven't checked the dates.
Sure.
But
we have to get Therese on your schedule there, so
yeah,
on your itinerary.
She'll be there. Come on, Therese, give me a comment. I know your mum said you can't comment anymore, but I want to hear your voice.
When you're over in Adelaide for 23s, I'm going to try and make sure that we get you back on the mic because you've been super impressive, Casey, making me look like an amateur here. So top of the 5th and straight away.
Ollie coming out swinging.
Yeah, no messing around. Made some great plays at third base tonight. And the wind just picking up down here.
Giving Nikki's curveball a bit of extra curve there, I think. Oh, Therese, I can confirm you were correct. Look at me go. I memorised these dates. I was just lying.
I can see a social company starting between you two. I reckon it's fouls that one off. Good off-pace pitch by Martin there. Ollie already threw the swing.
She says, if she's on, I'm on. Can you confirm you have 2 mics for us?
I know somebody. Done.
That's us, Therese. You and me.
National audience, Therese, so you got to step it up.
I think we get the grand final, actually.
Yeah. Inside by Martin and Ollie good enough to stay out of it. 2-2 count. Top 5. And Martin retires the leadoff for Syndal.
Is that her first strikeout of the game?
I think so.
I don't think I've seen many throw-arounds.
No.
Just making me think about
But she's been in lots of scenarios where you feel like she's been in a situation where that could be the case. So.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, obviously Martin last year was one of the major reasons why the Ejays won their maiden title.
Definitely.
And also she was the Peter Eddebone 21-22 Player of the Year. So Victoria definitely going to want her all guns firing for the Gillies to see if he can get back to that prelim spot, because it's going to be tough this year. Queensland, obviously,
everyone having their Olympians back.
All the Olympians back, the college players back. It's fouled off down the right field line by Sarah Wickens, the second base player.
Therese said, I will abuse my designated power as skipper. She is our 23's captain. So I guess she can take.
And a mirror image of what just happened. Fouled off down the right field side of the diamond.
Big fouls from Sarah.
Yeah, Martin's still throwing hard too. Like basically now throwing into a wind that's going across her. So you're right.
Good backhand.
Good backhand. That's a great play.
Good throw as well. Coming off the back foot there.
Yeah, they haven't had much luck tonight, the Ejays, but Glenn there, Hayley Glenn.
Yeah, on that replay, she's just doing it with ease.
Yeah, like very casual, just sort of trusted the bounce. So, and I've just noticed that Glenn, there's a Hayley Glenn and there's an April Glenn.
There is. Yeah, centre field and shortstop. I think often confused as twins. They look quite alike if you look out at them now.
That's crazy. And then we've got Rig, and then we've got
Ryan Luke.
This is crazy. So
family affair.
Caddison at the plate, who last innings was one of the reasons why Cindel extended their lead with, I think it was a 2-run shot. Just low. So good bloke, that guy. Anybody that says anything nice there, but no, he's a ripper fella. John Holt over here with the state under 12. Daughter Maddie running amok, so all going very well. So beat Victoria today, I'm sorry to say. So
that makes me very sad to hear.
Yeah, so Caddison, hard shot up the middle, great fielding, and the Ejays do exactly what they needed to do, which was have a quick 1-2-3. They've done it. So now, last roll of the dice here for the Ejays to get some bat on ball and see if they can put Caddison under some pressure.
Need at least 2 runs here, I'm pretty sure. It's 7 after 5?
Yeah, absolutely.
Need 2 runs to keep them in the game.
So, Glenn Waverley, who have you got on Saturday coming up?
That's a great. I think.
Right.
So I think everyone's playing the same team they play at 4 o'clock at.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Or at least we are.
So when you say the Falcons, what's the?
Falcons.
Right. Okay.
Yep. So we've got Caitlin Laird would be pitching. I think Chelsea Kimber catching. Both members of the 23s. Caitlin a member of Titans as well. I'm not familiar with Falcons. I don't think I've played them yet.
Yeah, right. Well,
Paulina's another Titans player in that one. I think that's all I've got. A couple when I remember who's playing in them.
So, lots to like here tonight from Syndal as their batting has made the most of the opportunities that they have had. with some great batting up the middle and some great defence. But the Ejays also have held true. Now they get one final shot to see if they can push this game into a 6th and 7th innings. To try and do that, the leadoff is April Glenn.
Is it April, the older of the two Glenn sisters? 20? No, 19. I think 19.
Fouls that one across the plate, goes over the fence at right field as she levels the count up. 1-1. Yeah, Catterson's been super impressive tonight on the mound, but defensively, Ollie at third, outstanding. They've done a great job.
Definitely great all round. Oh, shots.
Glenn goes right side as she lines the ball, one bounce out to right field. And the Ejays just keep coming. They just need to be able to string a couple of these together, but outside pitch goes with punches hard and good speed makes it there. So
top of the lineup with Brody.
Absolutely. She's been had a busy night. Low. Glenn thinks about taking it a little bit further.
I've got to say, as a runner, I think the only way you can advance here is off a pass ball or a hit. I would not be trying to steal on Beals' arm.
No.
Actually, I don't know. April's pretty...
Fouls that one off.
I definitely couldn't. I know for a fact. I'm definitely not fast enough.
No, you've got to weigh up whether or not, when it's 9 degrees, if getting a hard tag applied to you by the shortstop from a rocket arm behind the plate is something that's on your bucket list.
I think pros versus cons. I think the cons outweigh the pros here.
She takes a bigger lead off this time as Catterson goes up high, but Hendy, showing some great discipline, stays off of it. Tell you what, if Ejays can just get it here, you're going to come through the heart of their lineup and they've got a real opportunity to try and take this into a 6th. Ball grounds out, shortstop. Oh, and it's been missed by the second base. The throw is wild, and all of a sudden Ejays is going to score some runs as the runner comes through. She's going to score, and Coach Rick holds up.
Exactly what they needed for Ejays here.
It's the first bit of luck I think they've had tonight.
Exactly.
So.
I think it was a bit unfortunate from Syndal. I think Taimani was backing up first base ready for that double play attempt, but didn't take into account that first throw.
So it was just a quick release there at shortstop by Panzer.
Panzer, yep.
Yep. And unfortunately just the throw was just a little wide of Wickens, who couldn't bring it in.
I think it was Steph Marsh coming in to cover second but having to chase down that ball into right field.
But more importantly, Cindal's 8-run lead, Lilydale, the Ejays are on the ball.
Kiara swinging hard here.
Yeah.
She wants one.
Well, she's, both of her at-bats tonight, she's reached and looked very likely. So, but now the Ejays with a runner at 3 and none out, and you've got the dangerous rig at the plate. Every opportunity.
Hot? Sorry.
No, go for it.
No, I was going to say heart of the lineup coming through here.
Absolutely,
really beneficial for them here. I think she's chasing a low pitch by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think Caddis is just forcing it on the hands there, not letting her clear her hands, getting the barrel through out the front. So Caddison. She goes, Rig. It's going to fall. No, caught it right field.
Tagging.
But the runner's gone. And safe.
Wow, what a play.
As the Ejays show some great fight as they come back, as Rig effectively picks up the sack fly out to right.
So they avoid being mercy for this innings.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's see if they can capitalise on a couple more runs here. Kiara, Ryan, Luke at the plate. Look at that running. Brody Hendy tagging up, going down for the dive. That was very smooth, actually.
Yeah. So Catterson's had her way.
Whoa, what a shot from Kiara.
Is that? It's over. And she's gone deep.
ridiculous.
She's gone super. Wow, she's gone over right field with a line drive home run that's just shocked us all.
Even she's surprised. Look at her face. Look at her.
It was a tracer bullet from the hitter, Kiara Ryan Luke.
I wasn't even watching that. I just heard it. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, it sounded.
Look at that replay.
Yeah. So she's gone with the win, and she's just line drived tracer bullet.
In between the two diamonds as well. That is absolutely insane. Just like her sister.
Wow.
God, the Ryan Luke sisters, they go long.
That is super impressive. A dominant night. All of us, three batters, the Ejays are scoring runs any which way they can. What great batting. That brings to the plate.
You've got it.
The clean-up hitter, Kat Lamel. No, my God, I did it again.
It's like Camel.
I said, don't look at it, don't look at it, just say it. Lamel. Kat Lamel.
Yep, there you go. She'll be chasing a low pitch here.
Ejays getting some reprieve at the plate there as Caddison asks the question low. Big swing. Caddison just changes it. Not a change up. She just goes off pace. I do know the person that he's talking about, so because that's my daughter. So
I'd hope you know who he's talking about.
Yeah. So Caddison here challenges across the plate, but
Catherine definitely another hitter that is more than capable of going yard in this game.
Well, Lamel here has every opportunity to keep the pressure on because the Ejays none out. No, it has to be one out. It has to be one out because we had the sack fly.
Yep.
So, sorry. Change up, but she's picked it.
She waits on it.
Keeps her hands back and another single. So the Ejays just keep it going.
Another runner aboard.
Bringing Tahuna Ryan Luke, who now has a big act to follow behind her. Oh.
Actually, we have a change here. This is Paige Morrison, the DR.
Coming into bat.
A bit of a pinch hit situation, I think, here.
And Coach Hutchinson using this opportunity to just realise that 3 or 4 hits in a row are probably enough. And he's just going to go out there and just...
try to break up the momentum.
Yeah. Sometimes when you go out there as a coach, you're not saying anything constructive at all. You're just out there talking about what you're doing afterwards or what your favourite food might be.
I have a lot of my junior coaches just coming out with a joke or asking us to find a joke.
Yep.
But us as 15, 16, 17-year-old kids where it's like, we don't know any jokes.
Yeah. I think Coach Hutchinson's message there would have been pretty simple. Hey, listen, we're up by 5. We've been dominant all night. If we need to burn a run for an out, let's take it. Let's just get the 3 outs and get out of here. So, coming in from the DR spot. So we don't have DRs in South Australia. Probably should. So Morrison Page, what can you tell me about Morrison Page? Obviously, if she's must be as a DR, she must have wheels.
She definitely does have wheels. She's got a pretty strong bat, I think. Also using a ghost. I think she's got pretty good pitch selection as well. I've come up against her a couple times. Not too often though.
Yeah. So Caddison noticeably here, her not that I've got a digital replay of her strikes and balls, but her ball count is definitely rising as whether or not she's starting to tire a little or whether or not just that zone she's having to work a little bit harder. So 1 out, Syndal 8, Ejays 3, bottom 5. Runner comes off, big
little cat and mouse game for Catherine and Sarah. Very good friends, those two. I think they've been playing together for quite a long time. just playing around on first base, I think Cat is. Throw it, I dare you.
Yeah. Good pitch by Catterson. Great comeback. And now Lani Rigg, the catcher for Ejays. So she settles the ship with a second out. Big jump. Again, I first. Rigg takes a ball.
Time for a bit of crowd interaction, I think.
Yeah, go for it.
I'd like everyone to comment actually your favourite Open 1 player. I tried to do this a couple of weeks ago and absolutely no one commented except for Therese. For once, I'd rather not hear from Therese. Anyone, I'll take anyone else.
Rigg chases that one up high. So that's your favourite player in Open 1?
Favourite player in Open 1. Doesn't have to be this game, could be any team out there.
Well...
Except you can't say me, obviously, because that's just unfair.
Right.
So... anyone but me.
She gets underneath that one, just like last innings, high fly to second base, and well taken by the Syndal defence. Over there at second base, it is Sarah Wickens. So, from a game that looked like it was over, the Ejays have come roaring back, scoring 3, including the 240-foot shot by Kiara Ryan-Luke.
What a piece.
Yeah, that
just take a second to appreciate that. I think Therese would say, let's take a second to appreciate that bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should actually.
It was a fireball that just cleared the fence with ease, and I don't reckon it went higher than 20 feet off the ground. So now the Ejays just need another opportunity to do what they did last innings, which was retire Syndal 1, 2, 3 and get themselves
back in for a bat.
Yeah, and just keep asking the question, which is what they've started to do really well late in this game.
Oh, and we've got a comment here.
Here we go.
Except it's from Dylan Bonner, which is a sibling of Therese Bonner, which honestly, it's not Therese, so I'll take it. Although she did comment saying no one would say Casey. Whatever you reckon, mate. That'd say me more than you. Dylan says, my fave Div 1 player is a 3-way tie between Casey Smith, Therese Bonner and Rachel Miller. You know, I'll take myself and Therese out of this equation. I'd agree with Rachel Miller. She is a gun shortstop. She's playing short for our Glen Waverley team. She also pitches out open too. She's just an all-rounder. She's a batter too. Well, she's just such a young gun.
Well, you've played a bit of first. You've done some catching. What's your favourite position?
I'd say catching. I like being involved in the game, like being able to call it and, you know, just be part of it. Another comment, Tans Pukatapu. Sarah Beals is my favourite player. I feel like you've always got to have some appreciation for your catcher. That's fair enough. Yeah,
like that. So, coming to the plate now as we go into the 6th. It's Ty Graham, the right fielder for Syndal. Takes another pitch high. Goes ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes.
Another comment, Sarah Beals is amazing. I agree with you guys.
Seems very popular, and I think with good reason too.
Absolutely fair enough.
So, Martin going around the plate for 3 balls. Needs to come back and challenge here.
Therese, I appreciate my catcher. Do you? Because I have an egg on my head that says otherwise.
Jams her, and great fielding at first base for the Ejays. As you can see, Ash gets over and makes a good field.
Oh, another comment, Therese Bonner. Shelley Spencer, can you tell me why Therese Bonner is your favourite? You're going to have to convince me. Up to the plate, Steph Marsh.
Back to the top of the lineup for Cindel. Early strike there for Martin. So momentum has definitely swung here. Over to Hendy at second base. The throw, though, wild. Didn't get planted on the ground as she maybe would have liked. didn't have the power in her throw, and she just lost her way. I was just going to say...
Fielded it quite cleanly.
Yeah, but it wasn't close. But a good hustle by Ash to recover that ball.
I was just going to say that right off the bat, as soon as she saw it coming out of Brodie's hand, she was off.
So the battle between Martin and Panzer continues as the shortstop for Syndal, who had 2 strikeouts but then was able to come back with a triple up the middle. So her 4th at bat of the night. Let's see what she's got in store for us. Syndal, runner at 1 out. Fouls off behind the plate.
Teresa would like me to tell my fans about my egg. So we were at Titans training, obviously pitching and catching. I was standing next to the fence, and my best pitcher ever, my best friend, decided that she would pitch it into a pole and ricochet it into my head.
Fly ball up behind the plate. Rig comes out of the catching spot. Mask off to try and make a courageous catch.
Good hustle there by Rig.
Yeah.
Mask off and everything, very quick.
But the ball had already cleared the fence. Martin still throwing hard late in the game.
Absolute gas from Nikki. She does not tire. She's very consistent.
Yeah, that was definitely the MO coming out of Gilly Shield, and she gets her again. Panzer chasing that ball up high. So Martin, even with the triple, 3 strikeouts against Panzer, brings the popular Sarah Beals, or should I say popular and respected, the catcher for Syndal.
She's got to do it for the fans here.
Handy, what a great piece of fielding as
wow.
Beals goes high off the handle, didn't get all of it, ball up the middle, and Hendy hustles over, gets it on a half volley, and has the presence of mind just to play the base in front, retiring the Syndal team.
Replay on that one. Straight to Brodie, 1 bounce, and she's already down. She just takes it. That's hilarious.
So Syndal retired, and now the EJ now you like games here, are they timed or are they innings?
7 innings or 2 hours.
7 innings or 2 hours,
So
wow.
What is it, 29 minutes to go?
Yeah, no, so we're far out. At the moment, we're going to a 7th. I like it. Sorry, go on.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, we only play 90 minutes in Adelaide. We haven't got time. We've got to get on with the next thing, and we just don't... 7 innings, 2 hours, I like it.
Yeah, because our last game's at 4 o'clock, so we've got nothing after that. So It's 4 till 6 or just...
Oh, so your latest game on a Saturday would be at 6?
4.
Oh, 4,
if
sorry.
If it's a double header, it is 6. So
right.
This weekend, it will be 6.
Yeah, right.
We've got some wholesome comments here. Yeah. I asked Shelley why Teresa's a favourite, and she said, I've watched her grow from T-ball into a talented player to where she is now, and a terrific team player and a leader. That's really wholesome.
Yeah,
I can agree with that. Tarns has honourable mentions. Kylie Steamers, Tamar Hutchinson, Brie Dawson's as her other favourite.
Yeah, nice. So there's definitely some favourites out there. So what those people online need to do is on Saturday, get down to Waverley Sports Park, Women's Sports Park, next to the Netball Centre. Come down to these beautiful softball diamonds at Waverley, get in, support the canteen, support the association, and come and watch some great quality softball live. As Martin, leading off, bottom of the 6th, swings after a high pitch, because Spacequake does an amazing job of getting it to your home, but the game live is the way to see it. Martin goes 2 for as she lines that ball in the 6-5 hole down the left field side, as Martin's luck starting to turn tonight as she becomes a lead-off runner for Ejays.
What a bat.
She just turned on it.
So I just have to go back to what you said, the sports park next to the netball centre. I'm pretty sure the netball centre is actually next to the softball diamonds.
I can't believe I did that. I was
Gotta say.
Yeah. I'm sure the softball grounds were here before that.
Oh, look, I think so, but that's not what I meant. I just meant, you know.
Yeah, no, I get you. No, you're 100%
know
right.
exactly what I meant.
100% right.
Good sport down here. Love softball.
Ash, the first base for EJ, has flied that ball high, and a good catch taken by the shortstop, just in behind second base.
We have a comment. I'm missing Tamar Hutchinson playing out with an injury. I'm pretty sure Tamar has done an ACL. A bit like you at the moment, eh?
I was about to say, it's funny you should say that. I've done my ACL at Waverley as well yesterday, sorry. So, chasing high up in the count, higher up in the zone. Back-to-back flyouts for the Ejays as April Glenn flies out, bringing the Ejays to the top of their lineup. So after Martin's impressive single down the left field line,
she gets a runner.
She deserves that runner tonight for sure. 2 flyouts have halted the Ejays' momentum, but back to the top of the lineup. So Hendy.
You know, I think I want to give Tamar a special mention here. As in, like last year, she was in under 23s, aged out of it, and in between seasons has done her ACL. So at the moment, she is out. I think a part of the coaching staff for Syndal here, but also just a player on the bench. I see her every week, even with injury, just on the bench. Just a good team player.
She was helping them warm up. Runner's gone, and that ball's going to go foul as
pitcher, catcher, and third base let it roll foul.
All looking at each other as who was going to go and get that.
Honestly, I think we can play that off as like a tactic.
Yeah.
I definitely think they wanted it to go foul. You could see the way that ball was spinning.
Yeah, it was always going that way. So Hendy gets another chance.
We have a lot of commenters agreeing that the league suffers when some of our best are out injured. That is Therese, and as sarcastic as it sounds, she's right.
Hendy gets that ball. That ball's fair, and it's just gone on inside past the third base. And all of a sudden, Ejays find themselves at number 2. The dangerous Rig comes to the plate with runners at 1 and 2 and a 2-up rally. Just watching that ball, I just bounced. It looked like it was going to go foul, but then it just bounced back into fair play.
Straight away, you can see Mark with his hand up there telling the runner from second, no, do not come to me.
Catterson gets Rig with an off-paced pitch there. So Rig, the right field hitting specialist, so we've determined tonight. And this time, right field's actually come in real shallow. Before she was behind that darkened dirt.
Yeah.
Looked like she was on the fence. And because Rig went there last time, she's come in. So
that right side hitter, isn't she?
And she probably turns this ball left. Here we go. Yeah.
As we said, I'm actually feeling an alley. Like that left centre alley is looking very appealing to me right now.
There has been some big alleys that have been opened up tonight. So definitely the infield been defending the middle of the park. Cindel more traditional here now. Rig 2 out, looking to keep it alive. Takes another high pitch. Catterson just respecting, not giving her too much to go with in the zone. The dangerous part, of course, is that you're going to send up home run hitter Kiara Ryan Luke. So she beats Rig with fastball just on the outside as Rig swings through it. So we're heading into the top of the 7th. And we find Syndal 8, Ejays 3. So the game broken open twice early by Syndal with shots up the middle, 2 hits earlier in the game. But Ejays, to their credit, stuck to their guns and have come back and put some well-earned runs on the board.
Back at a good time as well, like just to avoid being mercied. So fun fact, it's currently 14 degrees where we are.
I can assure you that that's incorrect.
I know. It says feels like 13. It feels like a single digit. Can tell you, I am shivering right now.
I was about to say, you've got the leather gloves on, you've got the cashmere suit, you've got the Ford vs Fur cap on. I mean,
you should be the least cold out of everyone.
I was about to say, you're wearing the entire production value in clothes, Dave. You should be fine. So, and here we go, top of the 7th. First base player Kate Caldwell Far out. I'm getting to a stage where I'm not even needing to check the notes.
It's perfect.
It's starting to get the hang of this.
Just a memorable player.
It's only taken me the better part of 2 hours to get my head around it. Been looking threatening all night. Had a couple of good pieces of the ball. Got on the last 2 times and then tried to trick us with some sneaky hoodie DR runners. But we're onto her game now. Can she get on for a 5th time tonight?
Got another commenter from Lara Horman, sister of, well, actually an Ejays player herself, saying another Tamar fan here. She's a legend.
Corbell smashes the ball down the right side, but
knocked down by Ash. Very good play.
She's done a great job there tonight. She's been busy. So traditionally first base is tall players, but Ash is...
she's making it work.
She's making it work just with her all-round speed. Does a great job. Bree Dawson. Bree Dawson. I can't believe I went and checked that. I should have just run with it. Bree Dawson, who's also been on tonight a couple of times, gets jammed, and that ball's going to spin foul.
That was pretty funny there. Bit jammed there, just poking it up down first base, and just foul.
Yeah, I think some of these players late in the game, I think, are just trying to get on TV at the moment, just doing some funny things. Oh, big cut by Dawson.
I think from now on you can only get out if it's like a trick shot. Like you can only do trick shots from here.
Yeah, especially in the 7th.
Like a round the back play or like an over the head throw or like something cool here.
She's just stabbed that shot into right field. Just a check swing, doesn't follow through with it, but she's hit it 150 feet as she lines that ball out to right field, and she finds a way to get herself on again. So great batting from Dawson. She's had a good night. So bringing Caitlin Ollie, who has also looked good. Still opportunity, safe.
Gets under it.
Rick came up throwing hard, but it was a good jump there, and obviously some great wheels by Dawson. Sees her safe.
She is so fast. Special shout out to Bree. She was actually my under 12s SSV coach. My assistant coach back in, I think, 2016.
Yeah, right. Talent everywhere here at Waverley as Ollie takes another big swing.
I think if Ollie can like sit on a low one here, she's definitely going. Got a comment from Paul Bonner, obviously father of Therese Bonner. I think we just need a comment from Louise and Liam, and I think we're sorted. Got the whole family there. Obviously rate all the names as well as my girl. A few mentions, but Tarns is his favourite. Tanya, that's fair enough. That's really fair. I think Therese said the same thing as well.
I think Therese would be more upset about the fact that they've all dialed in when she's not actually on the broadcast.
Exactly.
But she's probably been spoken about as much that she should have been on the broadcast. So next time I'm in town, Therese, we'll have to get all 3 of us together, and we'll call a big game. So looking forward to that. Martin chipping away here, trying to get the better of Caitlin Ollie. Ball in the dirt. Rig quickly behind it as Dawson makes it to 3 with her great speed. So extra run opportunity here for Syndal. Runner at 3, 2 out, but the dangerous Caitlin Ollie at the plate.
And she picks a walk.
That's good disciplined batting.
Was that an 0-2 count that she started with? Way to come
Pretty
back
short,
from
yeah,
that.
absolutely. So I think she was trying to advance the runner at the start, but after that was a really good team bat. Second base player, Sarah Wickens.
Mark calling time. 1-3 split. What's going to happen here, you reckon?
Well, at 2 out, I suppose the argument is, of course, when you're down by 5, you just let the runner go. But I suppose, depending on what their scout report says of Wickens at the plate, you're also forcing the ground out on a low pitch. You give yourself 2 and 1. You give yourself a couple of options. So it's you need to probably know a bit more about the players than I would. But
I think if Ollie were to steal here, because it's if you get the out before the run across the plate, the run doesn't score. The run doesn't score.
Correct.
Yeah. So if they manage to get Ollie before.
Yeah.
Oh, but Bree is pretty quick.
She's very, very quick, and she's proven that tonight. So it's definitely worth asking the question. But at this stage, it'd be interesting to see Riggs just going over there to try and scare Dawson. It looks like at third base, but Dawson not having any of it.
Ollie goes. Or throw.
Oh. Wow.
I think even Brodie was confused at that there.
Yeah, I was just about to say Riggs recovered the ball really well there.
And a good throw as well.
Yeah, brave throw with a runner at 3 that's got great wheels. I'm not sure what second base was doing though. So
Brodie was definitely ready to cut that ball. I think,
yeah, if she'd gone. Yeah, absolutely.
We usually have that second base come in front of the base. And someone calls if that runner's going, and then the second base will cut and throw home. But really no need when it's on the other side of her.
Yeah, made that work. So the aggressive Sarah Wickens opportunity here for a couple of late RBIs and trying to get Syndal into double figures.
Oh, we've got Louise commenting. Hi, Casey. Oh, what about Anthony?
Martin throws high, and it's been lined out to left field. In comes centre field. The ball spilled. What a great effort that was out at centre field. And tagged out as Ollie tries to make third.
Looked like she actually didn't get tagged.
Coach Hutchinson just going to ask the question.
Look at that throw from the knees.
Yeah, I didn't.
Throwing home. Ollie starts going. Head down. You can see her hustling there.
Rig, good throw. That's...
Yeah, I think Tobias just behind the play there. I don't know if he could have seen that. From where I'm sitting over here, it looked like he didn't tag her.
I was looking for April Glenn's name on the. I put my head down to say about the great effort at centre field coming in, and by the time I looked up, there was players running everywhere. So.
And she's out.
And once again.
A run does score though. Pretty sure that was Bree Dawson.
Yeah, and my ability to figure out if there's 1 or 2 out is still completely ineffective.
I think it is
this late game. Now it's 2. So the pitcher, Caddison,
fouls it off over the back net.
Looking forward to it for sure. So Caddison, 2 out, runner at 2.
Now we have Tanza's comment. Shout out to all the mums playing Open 1 as well. So Tanza herself is a mum, I think, of a young boy. I think maybe 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah, right.
We've got Beelzy. She's got a daughter.
Didn't you say just somebody...
Ash. Yes. Ash has a son. I think his name's Levi. And we've also got Bree Dawson. I think has a daughter. I think her name's Grace. Don't judge me on that. Okay. I'm just a question. I think that's 4 parents out here.
Martin throws a great pitch that breaks at the plate. Caddison swings over the top of it. And as we go into the bottom of the 7th, the final innings, the Ejays need 6 for a tie, 7 for a win. Syndal looking for simply 3 outs or 5 runs and less to take a valuable win.
Imagine if it goes to tiebreaker.
You play tiebreakers in minor outs?
I think so.
Far out. This is very cool.
I mean, unless it's 2 hours, in which case probably not. But
I'm involved in some of the stuff over in Adelaide. I'm going to have to take some of this stuff home and start using some of this stuff because I like it. And you can tell, Therese, too, that I work in the bar over at over at West Beach.
Discount.
So yeah, Bar 66 it's called.
We'll see you on final night, eh?
Yeah. We called it Bar 66 because it took us 66 years to bring the Shield back to Adelaide. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Creative. I think we're trying to rename not rename, but just name in general our canteen up here at Waverley. I don't think it has a name yet.
Super Cool Ballpark. How about that? The Super Cool Ballpark canteen. Is that no? That's probably not.
Super Cool Ballpark.
Yeah, that's probably not a goer.
I don't know. It's a bit too wordy.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there. So here we go. Home run hitter extraordinaire, Kiara Ryan Luke, looking to repeat her earlier heroics from the 5th. And Caddison, smart enough to have none of that as she throws low and away, doesn't let her get the opportunity, and she fouls it off for a strike 1.
Another correction from Therese. The second base from Syndal has 2 kids. She is just contributing, but she's just correcting me at the moment. Thank you for that.
Need a nursery down here the way things are going, so...
Family affair softball is. Oh, speaking of second base.
Wow, look at that. Just a little casual backhand from second base Wickens, casual as you like, as the leadoff is retired for the Ejays.
That brings up Catherine Rocket Lammel.
I'm just going to use Rocket from now on. It's just easy. It stops freezing me at the plate, just looking at the...
I thought I'd better introduce this one just to make sure.
Down the driving range, and that golf ball would have vanished.
You can definitely tell she's a cricketer with this low inside. If you've actually seen her swing low inside, it's very much a cricket shot.
Yeah.
That's why you don't pitch it to her, because she is just going to take you. Even a high pitch.
Deep to left field.
Taken very comfortably by Brie Dawson there.
Lammel has gone deep to left field, but well caught by Brie Dawson. And that's 2 outs. And quickly we find ourselves with the Ejays only 1 out away. And it's the designated player, the flex, who has come into the game, Paige Morrison, for her second at-bat. Struck out on her first at-bat. Chases that one up high in the zone. So this is a big win for Syndal. 1v2. I didn't expect that type of scoreline coming down here tonight.
No, me neither. Extend their lead a little further.
The scary thing, change up gone wrong, just goes high. The scary thing I found looking up Syndal tonight is that they haven't played since the 8th of November. They haven't played for nearly 2 weeks because of the rain out from the game in the middle, I think, and then they weren't scheduled for another game. So
they would have had a bye. I'm pretty sure there's a bye this
year. Is it? Right. So...
wait, no, that's not.
They would have... they haven't played softball for a while, so that's probably why they're keen to get the bats out, because they haven't swung a bat for a while. So.
Oh, yeah, they definitely wouldn't have played on Saturday, because if you play on Tuesday, you don't play the previous Saturday.
And Caddison goes up, and Morrison chases up again, and that brings to an end a dominant performance by Caddison in the middle for Syndal, as they are 9-3 winners over the Lilydale Ejays. What a night. That was a big night. There was plenty going on, 12 runs, balls going flying everywhere, great pitching. Home run, trace a bullet.
Yeah, it's definitely shout out to both pitchers. Incredible performance from both of them. I told Nikki I wouldn't be very generous with my comments, but look, got to say, great job from her. Way to stay composed in there. Yeah. Same to Cato. Very dominant night in there from her. Yeah,
she did it. Obviously, with the ball, she was mesmerising for those first 5 innings, and then just probably tired a little late. But she also did it with the bat as well. So, Coach Hutchinson will be very happy with that performance. Coach Riggs probably saw some things there that he will want to work on, but also seen some things that he likes in the way that the team just kept fighting towards the end there. So, I think Martin probably, when she looks back at that tape, realised that she probably had a couple more strikes than she probably got.
Exactly.
So So my favourite player is Casey Smith. You're a legend. You're a young talent in Victorian softball. Loved what you did last year at the Gillies Shield. Can't wait to see you back in Adelaide in a month's time.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for babysitting me through tonight's game. I couldn't have done it without you. So it's been a great opportunity, and really thank you for that.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming as well. You did a majority of the talking. I'm just here with my fun facts every now and then.
Yeah, and fun facts all the way. So I'm just trying to figure out when we're finishing up, because the producers walked away from the desk. Yep, no,
we've got someone here. Just give it a wrap up, I think.
You're ready to wrap up? All right. So
okay, great.
Okay, so round 6 action, 1v2. It's Syndal who have come out on top with a dominant performance led by their pitcher, Caddison, 9-3 over Lilydale Ejays. I'm Anthony Weatherstone. She's Casey Smith. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me.
No worries. And as I said, get down to the ballpark and see some great softball to be played on Saturday. And good luck to the under-12 teams for the rest of the week. So thank you and good night.